is Rick Silva, President and Founder of B2B Gathering. I'm so excited to be doing this video. I had a chance to do this for about 16,000 people from stage and about 1,800 business professionals one-on-one. What is it? It's called the 60-second introduction or the elevator speech. We're going to specifically today work on this 60-second introduction for business networking groups, whether that's LaTip, BNI, B2B Gathering, it doesn't matter. The thing I want to make clear, this is not a sales piece. This is a training 60-second introduction. Okay? We're not selling to anybody in the room. We do to empower them and turn them into our salespeople. I always say people in a referral group are our non-commissioned, non-salaried pseudo-sales force. Now, I've had the chance to run over 650 business networking groups. I've heard roughly 10,000 60-second introductions. And what I want to go over with you is what I'm hoping to be the most powerful information you've ever heard on how to give an elevator speech. Now, before we go into what the elevator speech is and the flow, I want to cover a couple of things with you that will help set the foundation for what this is. So the first thing I want to go over with you, that's an acorn. And I'm going to ask you a question. I plant this in the ground, what grows? Your answer should be an oak tree. That's right. If you plant an acorn in the ground, an oak tree grows. Why not a lemon tree? Why not an apple tree? Why not a pine tree? Why only an oak tree? Now I want you to think about that. I'm going to give you the answer. Because it's genetically programmed to only grow an oak tree. So we plant an acorn in the ground. I want you to imagine this. We plant an acorn in the ground. And only the things that can turn that acorn into an oak tree, whether that be what's in the water, what's in the ground, what comes from the sun, the wind, the water, the sun, the wind, the minerals in the ground. If they create an oak tree, they're attracted to the acorn. If they don't, they're not attracted. So I want you to think about that for a second. If it's programmed to attract one certain thing to create its success, what if we, through a properly crafted 60-second introduction, we were able to educate the people we meet so they know what to look for us? We're going to do that by firing their reticular activator. What's a reticular activator? If you've never heard of it, I'm about to teach you. First off, let me read the definition on the internet of what a reticular activator is, and I'm going to show you how we're going to use it to our advantage in our 60-second introduction. The reticular activating system is the name given to the part of the brain believed to be the center of arousal and motivation in mammals, including humans. Two of the most important points to know about the reticular activator. First, you can deliberately program the reticular activating system by choosing the exact messages you send from your conscious mind. For example, you can set goals, affirmations, or visualize your goals. Secondly, your reticular activating system cannot distinguish between real events and synthetic reality. In other words, it tends to believe whatever message you give it. Now, what we're going to do through the 60-second introduction, we're going to program other people's minds so they know what to look for. Okay, so I'm hoping at this point you have a pen and paper. You're going to take about a full page of notes. I'm going to go over this in great detail, and you'll get a chance to pause the video, watch it again, and I'm hoping you watch this 3 or 4 times to really get the impact. But the first thing I want to discuss on your blank piece of paper, the first thing I want you to write down is the number 160-180. Number 160-180. That's the first thing you should write down. Why? If you're given 60 seconds, the average person speaks 160 to 180 words a minute. Now, I speak about 205 words a minute with gusts up to 230, but the average person speaks about 160 to 180 words a minute. Okay, so If you're given 60 seconds at a Rotary or at a networking group or a referral group, just know if it's 160, 180 words, it's impossible for you to go over. Okay, that's very important. That's number one, 160 to 180 words. Okay, now, step one of your 60-second introduction, step one, is your name and company name. Step one, your name and your company name. Okay, I'll give you a chance to write. Step two, I'll say it multiple times because it's long. Step two, what do you do, sell, offer, specialize in? What do you do, sell, offer, specialize in? One more time, what do you do, sell, offer, specialize in? So part one, name and company name. Part two, what do you do, sell, offer, specialize in? Now, do me a favor. Make a bracket connecting the number 1 and the number 2 together. Make a bracket connecting the number 1 and the number 2 together, just like this. Just like this. Make a bracket connecting the 1 and 2. And in the margin, write down the word features. Features. Part 1 and Part 2 are features, and I'm going to let you in on a little bit of secret. After you write down your name and company name, what do you do, sell, offer, specialize in? No one cares. Nobody cares about you. They don't care about where you were. They don't care about what you do. They care about Part 3. Part 3, the benefits. What are you going to do for me? There's a radio station playing in everyone's mind. That radio station is WIIFM. It stands for what's in it for me. That's all people care about, what's in it for me. So, number 3, right there. Number 3, write down the word benefits for Part 3. Benefits. Okay, now, there's 7 parts to Part 3. I'm going to have you write them down, and I'm going to tell you what to do with the list, but I need to, what I call vampire, and I need to draw the information out of you. Okay, we're going to come up with benefit statements. So Part 1, your name and company name. Part 2, what do you do? Sell, offer, specialize in. Part 3, benefits. Right after the word benefits, write down the sentence. For my clients, I either, ... For my clients, I either, ... Okay? Below that, just like this example. We have the 1 and 2 bracket. This is features, benefits, for my clients, I either, and I want you to list 1 through 7 or A through G. Write down the page. 1 through 7 or A through G underneath the number 3. We're going to give you 7 benefit statements. You ready? So it should say benefits, and it says for my clients, I either. Number 1, make them money. Number 1 is make them money. I'm giving you a chance to write. Number 2, save them money. Number 1, make them money. Number 2, save them money. Number 3, save them time. Number 4, make them feel secure. Make them feel secure. So make money, save time, make them feel secure. The next one is reduce their stress. You're going to reduce their stress. The last 2, make them feel good, make them look good. Make them feel good, make them look good. So make money, save time, reduce stress, make them feel secure, make them feel good, make them look good. Okay, back to my example here. Here's what I want you to do. We don't have time to go over all of those. Nobody watching this video does all 7, but you do 2 or 3, maybe 4. Okay? Here's what I'd like you to do. Here's the list right here. And I want you to put an asterisk next to 2 or 3 things that people really hire you to do. Why do they really hire you? Keep in mind always, you solve problems. If you don't solve problems, you're not in business. So 2 or 3 asterisks next to 2 or 3 things that you really do. Why do they really hire you? Okay? Once you have that, this is the next thing I want you to do. I want you to draw a line straight down the page. And right here, right there, write down the word how. Right there, I want you to write down the word how. And right next to how, I want you to draw an arrow straight down the page. Okay? So we have our 7 benefit statements. We have asterisks next to 2 or 3 things that we really feel people hire us for, we're going to draw a line down the page. We're going to write the word how and an arrow aiming straight down the page. Here's your homework. Your name and company name, what do you do, sell, offer, specialize in? And then over here, you're going to answer how you do whatever you put an asterisk next to. Okay? I'm going to make another video that explains this in greater detail, but if you have already put the asterisks over here, write down how. Your 60-second introduction will now flow from here, your name and company name, to what you do, sell, offer, specialize in, and then this is going to disappear, and over here is going to be the information, the actual benefits of doing business with you. I'm going to do one right now, an example of real estate agent, because it's very simple to do. My name is Rick Silva with XYZ Real Estate Company. I'm a residential real estate agent. I specialize in residential real estate in the greater area. I'm a skilled negotiator. If you're selling a home, I'll do everything I can to get you the best price possible. If you're buying a home, I'll do everything I can to get the lowest price possible. 550 homes for sale in the 680 corridor near where I live. I'm going to interview you. I'm going to find out exactly what you're looking for. I'm going to narrow that down to 6, 8, 10 homes that are available. We'll take a nice Sunday and drive around and look at some of those homes. Okay? So, what I basically just said is here's how I'm going to make you money, here's how I'm going to save you money, and here's how I'm going to save you time by taking 500 homes down to 6 or 10. But I never said, I make you money by, I save you money by. I answered the benefit statements over here, and the 60-second introduction went name and company name, what do you do, sell, offer, specialize in, and right into the actual benefits. Okay, part 4. Part 4. If I did an hour-long training video just on part 4, it wouldn't be enough. This is by far the hardest part to get across to business professionals. Okay, part 4. Write this down. A perfect client for me is. A perfect client for me is. Like, you think about that for a second. What is a perfect client for you? Real estate agents generally say, good clients for me, anybody who doesn't buy or sell a home. And then that's what they're going to use in a referral group. And then when the referral group doesn't work and they don't get any business, they get upset and they think referral groups don't work. My response is, there's a very good chance your 60-second introduction doesn't work because it's not laser point specific. Okay? All right. A perfect client for me is, I want you to read that to yourself and take a look at it. And now we're going to just completely knock it on its ear. Write this down. And keep in mind that you solve problems. It's the only reason you're in business is solve problems. Now, this is what I say. If you're in a coffee shop and 2 people are sitting next to you and they're having a conversation, what will you hear them brag about or complain about that will make me think of you is what I'm going to ask somebody. If I'm in a coffee shop and I hear 2 people having a conversation, what am I going to hear them brag about or complain about that's going to make me think of you and want to walk over and hand them your business card? Okay? So the first one is a perfect client for me is, and generally when people answer that, it's vague. I want you to tell people, if you're in a coffee shop and you hear 2 people having a conversation and they say this, that's a good client for me. So I'll use real estate. Real estate agents generally say, good client for me, anybody who needs to buy or sell a home. And that's how you're training your sales force, the 18, 20, 22, 30 people in your referral group. You're telling them anybody who needs to buy or sell a home. I want to go back to this. The acorn. We planted in the ground, and it has got to be exactly what this needs to become an acorn. And then I want you to think about the reticular activator. And by the way, one more thing on the reticular activator. Just so you know you use it all the time. Have you ever thought about a certain car? You wanted to buy a car, you read an article about it, you go outside, everywhere you look, you see that car. Everywhere you look, you see that car. Or, you're in the grocery store. You walk up and down each aisle with your list, and you remember, I forgot something, and you go back and you walked by it 4 times, but you never grabbed it because you were not thinking about it. Your reticular activator was not firing. Okay? We need to be laser point specific. So let me give you some examples of the difference between a real estate agent saying anybody needs to buy or sell a home and what they should be saying. This is what they really should be saying. Now, I'm going to use real estate. You need to equate this for whatever you do for a living. Okay, I'm going to use real estate because it's easy. My name is Rick Silva. I'm a residential real estate agent. I'm a skilled negotiator, blah, blah, blah. Part 4. Perfect client for me. If you hear 2 people in a coffee shop saying the following things, I would love to meet with them. I'm getting married. I'm getting divorced. My daughter's getting married. I'm pregnant. My cousin's pregnant. I just lost my job. I've just recently been relocated. My husband's being relocated. These are the types of things that are very specific. I could go on and on and on. Very specific. Marriage, divorce, change of life. And whatever you do for a living is exactly the same. There's something going on. The company has recently started. It's growing and it's expanding, or you're laying people off. Something is going on that opens up an opportunity for the problem solvers to come in. In the case of real estate, change of life, marriage, divorce, 2 people living in a house, getting divorced, 1 person's going to move out, now they have to find a home. It's a great opportunity. Relocation, divorce, people losing their job, people getting a job, pregnancy, marriage, these are all very, very laser point specific. Not, Rick, I don't want to be laser point specific because I'm going to miss out on business. The problem is people think if they're broad stroke or their 60-second introduction, they're going to get more business. 100% the opposite. Laser point specific gets you business. General gets you none. One more example. Let's say that I am a copier repairman. I got this out of a book by Bob Berg. It's a fantastic example. My name is Rick Silva, and I sell copiers, printers, and fax machines. Good client for me. Anyone that needs a copier, printer, or fax machine. Do you have any referrals for me? My response to that is, if that's what you're saying, I'm just going to pick up the yellow pages and hand it to you and let you cold call. Here's a better one. My name is Rick Silva with ABC Copier Company. I sell copiers, printers, and fax machines. Do me a favor. The next time you go to an office, walk by the copier and look at the garbage can for me. If the garbage can is overflowing with paper, there's 2 reasons. It has bad quality or it jams a lot. Could you do that for me? See the difference? 1, good client for me, anybody needs a copier. What do you see in your mind? Nothing. Walk by a copy machine, and if the garbage can's overflowing with paper, it has bad quality or it jams a lot. Either way, great referral for me because they probably need a new copier. Same thing with real estate. Anybody who needs to buy or sell a home, what do you picture? Nothing. Do you know anybody getting, or do you know homeowners getting married, getting divorced, having children, getting laid off, relocating? Their children are empty nesters. Their children have just gotten out of college. The house is too big. They want to downsize. Those are all great examples of what a perfect client is, laser point specific. So back over it again. Your name and company name, what do? Sell, offer, specialize in. You take the list of 7, make money, save time, reduce stress, make them feel secure, make them feel good, look good. Pick 2 or 3. Write out exactly how you do whatever it is that you put an asterisk next to. And then you go to a perfect client for me is when you're in a coffee shop and you hear 2 people say the following. Generally it's a complaint or they're bragging about something. That's a good client for me. My name is Rick Silva, President and Founder of B2B Gathering. You can call me anytime, 510-755-4556. My email address is rick@b2bgathering.com. I wish you great success and have a great day.